WVEC presents Jim Kincaid, Cynthia Lima, Jeff Lawson, and Scott Cash. This is 13 News at 6.
They answered a routine call. Fire in an auto parts store. But today was anything but routine as 2 firefighters die in the line of duty.
And a mother's boyfriend is charged with shaking her baby to death. Hello, everyone. I'm Cynthia Lima.
And I'm Barbara Sierra. Jim Kincaid is off tonight. 2 firefighters were killed today battling a blaze at Advance Auto Parts in Chesapeake.
The 4-alarm blaze started just before noon at an Indian River shopping center. Regina Mobley joins us there live. Regina, there was a power crew working on the roof when the fire started.
That's right, Cynthia. We understand one of the workers pulled a power line setting off this blaze. Now, while the entire matter is under investigation, an entire community is stunned tonight as many watched the tragedy unfold. It was 11:30 in the morning when employees noticed the building was on fire. Workers of the auto parts store ran out of the front door as firefighters attacked the blaze from the back of the building.
I lost track of the firemen that were in the back of the building, and then after that, the whole store was engulfed in flames.
The rear of the building is apparently where the fire started. Investigators believe the roof collapsed, trapping the 2 firefighters inside. By 11:40, commanders knew there was trouble. A radio call to the 2 firefighters went unanswered.
We have a personal accountability system that we use on the fire ground, and that's routinely checked. We noticed that they were missing. That's what prompted the search for the missing firefighter.
As the firefighters brought the blaze under control, their worst fears were realized. A search and rescue team found the bodies of the 2 missing firefighters 40 feet inside the building.
We lost a police officer a couple of months ago, and to lose firefighters is really is a sad day for Chesapeake.
It's very sad that 2 gentlemen that were here to try to help put out that fire and to save lives ended up costing them their lives. At the point when I told everybody that the roof was on fire, I don't think they heard me, and it's just a very sad day.
The victims have been identified as 32-year-old John R. Hudgens. He is a 10-year veteran of the fire department, and 38-year-old Frank E. Young, a 15-year veteran of the fire department. We're told both men had children, and a memorial fund has been set up. You can send any contributions to the Chesapeake Fire Memorial Fund, care of Nations Bank, P.O. Box 13401, Chesapeake, Virginia, 23325-0401. Cynthia and Barbara.
Unbelievable.
Regina, there is a crisis response team that's available to the families and the firefighters, as I understand.
That's right, Cynthia. They have come from Norfolk, Virginia Beach, and Chesapeake to talk to all of the firefighters who are on the scene, and they're also working with the families tonight.
And our hearts go out to them. Thank you, Regina. Bye.
Elsewhere tonight, it is now confirmed a fire at a real estate office in Virginia Beach was deliberately set. It happened late last night at the William E. Wood complex at Newtown and Diamond Springs Road. Firefighters say some equipment was stolen and some type of accelerant was used. There was heavy fire and smoke damage, but no one was hurt.
A Norfolk man is in jail tonight accused of killing a 7-month-old baby boy. The child was shaken to death. Eric Johnson has been charged with murder. He was babysitting his girlfriend's child on Saturday at the Enfield Gardens apartments off Little Creek Road. We're told the baby had a swollen brain and a fractured skull when taken to the hospital. Johnson is being held without bond. And the search is now over for a young boy on the peninsula. The 10-year-old's body was found this morning in the Warwick River. After divers spent hours looking for Jeremy Alexander, friends say he slipped and fell off a pier at Fort Eustis in Newport News last night. Jeremy's father is stationed at Fort Eustis, and the family lives on post.
Well, he's only 16 years old, but he can look forward to spending the rest of his life behind bars. Velma?
Antoine O'Neill got not 1 life sentence, but 2 for killing a taxicab driver in Hampton. O'Neill was 15 years old when he robbed David Mansell and shot him 3 times in the head. It happened in November of 1994 in the 3800 block of Chesapeake Avenue. Today, O'Neill got 2 life sentences for the murder and robbery, but he was sentenced under the old guidelines, so he'll be eligible for parole in 30 years.
He got lucky. That's about all that is. He got lucky.
How does that make you feel that he got lucky?
Well, But the time he got, it really didn't matter, before or after.
In fact, some family members of the victim say the death penalty would have been an easy way out for O'Neill. Barbara?
Velma, thank you. Cynthia?
He's guilty, not insane. That's what a jury decided today in the murder trial of John Salvi. He was charged with killing 2 abortion workers in Boston, and for his crime, Salvi's sentence is automatically life in prison without parole. Salvi was caught after fleeing Massachusetts and coming to Hampton Roads on New Year's Eve 1994. He shot up the Hillcrest abortion clinic in Norfolk. Today, clinic officials said they are relieved this is finally over.
We're relieved that the jury listened to the evidence, and we feel that justice was served. We won't be ruled by crazies and extremists. We'll continue to stand our ground and ensure that women can have a safe legal abortion. And I think that's pretty much been our motto here, is that we will continue to be here.
Salvi was convicted of 2 counts of murder and 5 counts of assault with intent to murder. Since Massachusetts does not have the death penalty, the maximum sentence for Salvi was life without parole.
The Virginia Beach School Board is turning up the heat tonight on one of its controversial administrators. Several board members are pushing Budget Director Mordecai Smith to resign. A special grand jury slammed Smith recently, calling him incompetent. The panel said Smith's shoddy work contributed to the $12 million deficit.
But Mr. Smith can read the grand jury report like the rest of us can. And I think that to the benefit of the system, probably to his benefit, he should step down.
Board member Donald Bennett says if Smith hasn't resigned by tomorrow's board meeting, he'll ask the rest of the board to fire him. Smith and his attorney did not return telephone calls today.
Still ahead tonight on 13 News, keeping the peace in Haiti. For Norfolk-based Marines, it means controlling gangs.
And a little later, Polly want a new home? These parrots are saying to heck with cages, we're going for the great outdoors.
Where is Hinkle?
He'll be right with you, sir.
He better be.
Where is he?
I'll find him.
Mr. Hinkle! Hinkle! Good morning.
He's at the library.
He's over here.
Uncle Morty, he's back at the library.
Call your husband, Betty.
I can never, ever find him when I need him.
It's not the right place.
Nation on the brink of collapse. That's what I remember about Haiti's fight for freedom a year and a half ago.
Cynthia, of course, you were there when the multinational forces went in to help restore democracy. And if the rest of you are wondering what we're still doing in Haiti, the answer is building roads, restoring electricity, helping to get the country back on its feet. Photographer Doug Cesny and I followed some Norfolk-based Marines to Haiti Saturday. In this 13 News Extra, we learned the mission in Haiti is complicated. Nothing. Tomorrow night at 6, we'll tell you how the Norfolk-based Marines from Camp Allen are making a personal contribution to make a positive change in Haiti.
You know, you can never understand violence like that to begin with. But when it's a child, it just goes beyond all.
I know, it just goes through your body. And it's interesting that you say that because it's exactly what the Marines said. They said that very often they see violence in the streets involving adults, and it's not that that's not bad, but they said it's especially painful to watch when it happens to a child.
Sure, how do you explain it to a child? There's no explanation.
It really is. Well, you know what? I felt very childlike today when I woke up to those warmer temperatures, but then I wanted to brood like a child when I heard that there might be rain in the forecast.
And you may be brooding a lot more, right, Jeff?
Yeah, we'll definitely have a few showers. Even a couple of heavier thunderstorms are possible late tonight and on through the first part of tomorrow. I'll give you the details.